what I'm getting to with her right now is she's always been viewed as the bigger kid, so she puts the number on the scale right is going to make her is belong. So I'm trying to get her to reparent herself, I guess. And I said, hey, because she's a little girl, I said, what would you tell your daughter if she was going through and feeling the same way you were right now? So I'm going to try and get her to flip her perspective. Look, I may never be able to make her 140 pounds. It doesn't matter if I've fed her 1,600 calories and she maybe lost a pound. And then I've taken her immediately back up to 2,000 calories and she maintains. So I'm just sitting here going, I don't even know what to say. But I do think I need to feed her more. I 100% believe there's something more going on with her hormones that I can only guess at this point. And until she changes her mindset, it's not, I guess it's not going to matter. Like nothing I do is going to matter. She's always going to be stuck in the same cycle of, why am I doing this, I guess. But, Sabrina, you're right. I mean, how does she feel? What are other people saying? I just, honestly, I think her husband, I don't know her husband. I've got to ask. That's a good point.
It's a good question about the daughter. Casey asks me that all the time too. I need to remember that myself. But it does suck and it is very frustrating because you feel like you've been working at this for so long and you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and why are things not changing? Like, what are you doing wrong? You become the victim very, very quick. And if you're not mentally working on yourself, you're going down a rabbit hole. So I don't know. Can she do some yoga? Does she meditate? Will she journal?
Sent her some playlists for meditations and recommended that she meditate. She's also the mom of two. She works full time in healthcare for her mom, ironically enough, in a clinic that is understaffed. And making time for herself, she feels so guilty about. Like, I asked her to, make time for herself, even if it was just to go sit in the room and just breathe for 10 minutes. And she freaked out and messaged me like crying hysterically that she couldn't do it. So there's a lot of mental stuff here that obviously needs to be worked through. I may also recommend kind of the level up stuff to her, or maybe some sessions with Casey, because I can do so much, but she really needs somebody that can really kind of push her to kind of address and assess the mental aspect and work on undoing some of the things that she's going through.
You nailed it. And it's crazy. It's like that's why you don't want to be over 120. It's a thing. It's an old belief, and that's where the scale comes from. So she needs to just work through that and rewrite a new belief around the scale. Because if she wasn't so torp about the scale, half of this wouldn't even be an issue because she would be confident in everything's working out. In the midst of hell, I've got a coach that's got my back, and my pictures look good. I know I'm on the right track. So it's all working out. If you're in crisis mode, odds are some shit's going to happen that's going to create another crisis mode. So you really got to stop and go, okay, so I'm creating a snowball effect from hell. So let me just pump the fucking brakes and chill the fuck out. And I love what Kate did. And she goes, what would you tell your daughter? And it's like, well, treat yourself with the same compassion as you would your daughter. That helps a lot of people.
It's like anything else, if you sit there and you just stronghold and focus on it and you have so much negative energy in it instead of looking at, all right, well, let's get down to why I put self-worth on the scale. Is it really just a scorekeeper? And it's fun. If it was, then it's just like, oh shit, damn, okay, fuck, let me try this. And it's a game at that point. And you make it no big deal if there's no true meaning to it and it's really a lie. Maybe it's that you switch her perception on, make it a fucking game. Because at the end of the day, are you open for better? What do you mean? Are you open for lower body fat, but you're 5 pounds heavier, but you look like you're 20 pounds lighter? Well, I guess. So, yeah, who cares then? So let's just make it a game and then we're going for this and XYZ and focus on this.